Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zach and today we're doing an NFT video. This isn't so much about ECOMI and VeVe as it is about NFTs, I guess. Vitalik, obviously, Mila Kunis. You can see the headline right here. I want to have a look at this because I think it could be really interesting and I want to go over why. And honestly, even though this isn't strictly about VeVe, ECOMI, OMI, this will freaking help. And I'm going to explain why. You probably know anyway, but we're going to listen to this video because I think Mila Kunis has actually done an interview with CoinDesk. So let's jump into it.
The CoinDesk Spotlight is brought to you by Nexo, the place to earn on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and more.
Welcome back. I'm really excited about our next guest. Many of you know Mila Kunis from That 70s Show and the voice of Meg on The Family Guy. She starred in the films Forgetting Sarah Marshall, Black Swan, and now she's diving into the crypto rabbit hole, launching her own brand of NFTs called Stoner Cats with her business partner, Sound Ventures partner, Maria Bajwa. Earlier, I had a chance to speak to both of them, and I asked how Mia got interested in the crypto space to begin with. Have a listen.
Okay, it's a little bit of a long story, so I'll give you like the elevator version. Ashton was into cryptocurrency 9 years ago, and it was. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'll tell you exactly what.
So obviously, and just to make it very clear for those of you who aren't in the pop culture space, I guess, in the film space, Ashton Kutcher, many, very decorated actor, very successful, etc.
It was. We were having like dinner with Gary V at the time, and they were talking about crypto.
Let's go.
And I was like, this is dumb. This is a bad idea. No, I don't understand this. You can't trust people. You guys shouldn't invest in this. Needless to say, neither one of them listened to me. And, everybody had a happy ending. But that's when it all began. It was about 9 years ago. And I was like, no. And then as the years went on, I was like, I think I'm on the wrong side of history on this one. And in the past year, I would say that I embraced it wholeheartedly, but I was, it took me a minute. Like it is very similar to, it's a little scary in the sense that you're like, I think Gary equated it really well to the tech bubble in the 90s where people were like, this is just a fad, this is a trend, this isn't gonna stick, this is just something. I think that I had the same feeling when it came to crypto. I think I was wrong.
It's interesting you mentioned Gary Vee because he is really into NFTs, and so that makes sense. You're launching over 10,000 NFTs. Anyone who buys them will have access to an animated short that you created, and the project is called Stoner Cats. And I've heard your husband explain how Stoner Cats came about, but I'd love to hear how you tell it. How did you come up with this idea, and how did you think to link it to NFTs?
Okay, so this project is a little bit me and a little bit Maria. And it's like, if we had a baby, it would be like this. So I don't come from the world of tech. I don't come from the world of crypto. I don't pretend like I do, right? Like I'm a consumer, but I can parrot information, but it doesn't mean that I fully 100% even understand it myself. So Stoner Cats was a concept of a show that we wanted to put out on, streaming or television broadcast and otherwise. And we were doing this during quarantine, during COVID, and it became a really oversaturated market, the market of animation. And I was like, how do we stand out? How do we do something different? And how do we not have to comply with, rules and regulations when it comes to our show? We want it to be very loud and very specific and very honest and true to its nature. And Mario works with Ashton, and they kept talking about these things called NFTs. And I know I sound like a crazy person, but I was like, what is an NFT? So this is 2 years ago. I was like, what's an NFT? And so then I got a beautiful explanation as to what NFTs were. And I was like, wow, this doesn't make any sense. So cut to COVID happens, Stoner Cats. And I was like, I wonder if I can make this into an NFT. So Maria lovingly was like, let me help you out. And helped, take this little train and truck it along in the world of tech and crypto and all the things that I knew nothing about. Really
most people in quarantine learned how to make bread, and you're making an animated short in NFTs. That's awesome. Maria, I'd love to get your...
I can also bake a challah like no one's business.
Very impressive. Mari, I would love to hear your role in the project. So a stoner cat costs about $850 worth of ETH, and they kind of look like crypto kitties, the first ever NFT, coincidence or not.
Yeah, so we're actually working with Matt Flavell and Big Head Studios. He was sort of the creative genius behind both the Crypto Kitties and NBA Top Shot. But the stoner cats themselves, I mean, it's our creator, our animator, Ash, who came from behind Toy Story 2, and we have this amazing creative team. They're the ones who actually created all of the content behind the show. And so the cost it's launching on Monday. The cost is gonna be 0.35 ETH, and so obviously the price of ETH fluctuates, but right now I think it's around $700 dollars. 0.35 ETH plus
Hold
price
up.
of gas.
Hold up. Are you telling me that you're gonna have to spend $750-ish to watch this show? I want to continue listening before I make opinions.
And if you purchase one of these NFTs, it gets you access to watch the content that we're creating. And each episode, the first episode I think is about 5 to 6 minutes long. We have an entire season written out of content that's going to be, call it about 45 minutes long total. And we're very, very excited about it.
Yeah, but
Aria's a
tokenomics
badass. I just want to say to everybody, this woman is so smart. It's crazy. There's like a handful of women in this world of crypto, let alone in the world of NFTs. Maria should run the whole thing.
Behind every power couple, there's.
Well, yeah, sure. I'll
Behind
take her
every powerful
anywhere.
figure, there's a woman. Maria, the tokenomics are really novel. If you own a token, and am I getting this right? You get access to a stoner cat content, and if you sell your token, the new owner can't watch past content, but can watch new content.
No, so if you hold a token, you can watch any of the content that we release. Yeah. So in that moment of time, if you own it, you can watch past episodes, you can watch all of the future episodes, whatever it is. So that token is really, like, the way that I kind of think about it is like it's like your login or your username or your access to a streaming network.
Of course.
Okay, understood.
And also a little bit of like ownership in the content. Like you have like a little bit of
So you're upending the whole system in terms of Netflix, being the centralized mediator between content creators and viewers. You guys are eliminating the middleman in this new model.
Yes, so to speak. I do want to say both things can exist in the same world, but in the world that we're creating, yes, there is no studio, sort of. So it goes directly to the artists. So it is all very transparent. Yeah.
Okay. I want to bring this up because
decentralized.
You said, speaking of which, there is a viral clip of you and Ashton. Let's play it a bit.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
What's blockchain?
It's like what information's stored on. So like, it's, what information is stored on.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
What's decentralization?
Oh, there's not one person in charge of anything. So it's everybody keeps everybody else in check. So there's not one big like unit or entity to uphold everybody to the same code. It's the people holding each other responsible.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
What's Ethereum?
So Ethereum is a general purpose blockchain.
I've seen the clip.
All right. First, great explanation of decentralization. Second, what is Vitalik Buterin, the creator of Ethereum, doing in your kitchen?
Okay. We may or may not be friends. This is the weirder part about the world that we all live in, okay? And when this whole...
By the way, I'm aware that my face cam is showing over Mila. We're just going to deal with it for now, because most of the time when she's speaking, they pan to her full camera anyway, so...
idea was conceptualized when I was like, I can do NFTs. How hard can it be? He happened to be having a meeting with Maria and Ashton, and nothing to do with me. This was like their own little world of things. I got wind that he liked cats. And so I was like, I'm going to become friends with this guy. He seems fun and different. And
he speaks
we
Russian.
became friends. Yes, although Russian and also like 7 other languages. Like he's incredibly brilliant. So we're in the same city at the same time, and everyone thinks it's funny because this all started with me going, "Can't we waive gas fees? Can we just waive them? I don't understand why can't we waive gas fees?" And so the juxtaposition of Vitalik and myself when we're trying to talk about the same things made people laugh. So when he came over for lunch to hang out with us, Ashton thought it'd be really funny to make a video of like how I explain things and then how Vitalik explain things because it makes Mario and everybody giggle. And then he was like, "I'm gonna post this," and we were like, "Oh, okay." So that's how.
That clip has 1.1 million views from what I remember on Twitter.
And then as the years went on, I was like, I think
maybe,
maybe
TBD.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
I'm screwing up.
Everyone thinks it's funny because this
There we
all
go.
started with me going, "Can't we waive gas fees? Can we just waive them? I don't understand why can't we waive gas fees?" For lunch to hang out with us, Ashton thought it'd be really funny to make a video of like how I explain things and then how Vitalik explain things because it makes Mario and everybody giggle. And then he was like, "I'm gonna post this," and we were like, "Oh, okay."
Is he
So
involved
that's
in the
how.
project at all?
That's, maybe Maria,
Maybe.
maybe.
TBD. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll be announcing more stuff
but-
throughout
yeah.
the weekend.
But not on the
And you know-
technical side. I want to be super clear. Not at all.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with technical whatsoever. Just more in like a funny way.
All right.
Yeah.
But Stoner Cats has a manifesto, which blows my mind, and a bit of it I'll read. "We believe that by using NFTs to reverse finance content, we can innovate and expand upon the old NFT model, maybe a strangely touching story about cats who get high and the women they love coming to terms with her memory loss and her mortality can be our unlikely hero in the story of decentralizing entertainment." And this manifesto, it's quite deep. So what's your deeper philosophy of how NFTs work in the media world?
So, I mean, I think it can go. Well, go ahead, Maria. Kate.
Well, so what I was going to say is I think for us, it's about connecting fans directly with the creators and then also about enabling the creators to control the content that they make, right? And being able to see that from the content from ideation to production, being able to tell the story that they want to tell without having, a million people involved in that process and changing what the story looks like over time. And so I think a lot of it is just direct fan to, storyteller to audience communication and distribution, and then also the ability for fans to participate in what that content looks like and being able to fund the content that they want to see.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we
you
were
wanna jump in?
initially talking about how studios sometimes force feed you content. Like there is a world where your options are oddly limited, where they try to predict what it is that you're gonna like, and so you kind of get like these 7 options and that is what you get. And so we're trying to, I guess, find a model where we're going to allow by people being able to purchase the NFTs to dictate what they want to watch. So the NFTs that you buy is the content that we would create. Ultimately, it's like what came first, the chicken or the eggs. And so we're trying to kind of see what this version looks like. If people purchase the NFTs, or rather when people purchase the NFTs, then that'll only make the show more successful. The more successful the show, the more successful your NFTs. So it goes hand in hand. So you do ultimately, as a viewer, have ownership within the content and say within the content.
Interesting. And I want to be respectful of your time, so I know we got to wrap, but I'll just mention that there's an all-star cast involved. Includes Mila Ashton, Jane Fonda has just been announced, and more. We're looking forward to seeing that. And before we wrap, I just want to ask this question. Ashton sold his ticket to Virgin Galactic because you didn't want him flying to space. I wonder now with Jeff Bezos and Richard Branson.
Okay, different stuff to talk about. What's it called? Stoner Cats, right? That's a lot of money. $750-ish for this? That's a lot of money. How many episodes are there? I don't even know how you can... Okay. Now I understand the investment. It's basically you can invest a stock basically, traditionally it would be a stock in the thing. Okay, now they have Chris Rock and Seth MacFarlane. That's pretty cool. And of course, if we look at the description right here, welcome to your higher consciousness, be a part of the magic, fund the content you want to watch. That's what we're doing at Cats. Purchase one of your collectible NFTs to watch the new series of animated shorts from Mila Kunis and friends, including the creative forces behind Toy Story 2, Spider-Verse, Happy Feet, Crypto Kitties, and much, much more. If we look at the About section, the Cats mission, 3 seasoned creators developed a little show called Cats. How, you ask? So here's the thing, the only way to watch it is if you own a token. If you own the NFT, you gain membership to a super cool club. But why, you ask? We believe that content creators and fans should be able to connect and trade art directly without all the bureaucratic, to put it bluntly. With blockchain technology, we believe there's a new way for fans to engage. So what they're talking about regarding control, I don't understand how any person who's buying the NFTs controls what's coming out as far as the content is concerned. Why are we doing it? If we want to pave the way for fan-driven, creator-friendly content, we believe that... Okay, so I'm just reading the same thing over. What does the Cat NFT get you? It gives you perpetuity, essentially exclusive, access. If the project hits certain milestones, they'll develop new shows through this model. So essentially, yeah, I mean, this is no different as far as like, you pay a certain amount and you get something out of it, right? And obviously, I think the biggest difference here to me is that you're investing in it. You can't, when it comes to Netflix, you can't sell your membership stake in Netflix. It's not possible, right? It's not a thing. You can probably, you can buy and sell Netflix stocks by all means, but you can't buy and sell your membership. You can't buy and sell something that's going to allow you to access the Netflix library. Roadmap, we hope this is the beginning of something special. So co-creation and community. They have, as an NFT holder, you have personal non-commercial rights to do whatever you want with your specific 2D non-animated Stoner Cat NFT image. 1%. Okay, so this stuff is really cool, obviously. So they're donating a lot of it to charity. In fact, maybe not even, I think they're donating quite a lot to charity. I know Vitalik is. Co-creation bi-weekly community calls with Pope badges. First 2,000 token holders will receive a special POAP token. We will reveal or release a movie post NFT for season 1 claimable by every token. So there's merch involved, there's a physical collectible. Now this stuff is the smart contract utility stuff, which is what Gary's spoken about before, right? And we can even name a street, okay, within the Sonic Cats universe. So there'll be 10,000, okay, 10,420 makes sense. If the project hits certain milestones, the Sonic Cats team will create new episodes of content. We expect to release 1,000 new Sonic Cats NFTs per new primary character introduced. These NFTs will be, we expect the 4 to 5 episodes of content will introduce a total of 3 new characters, meaning there'll be 3,000, okay. And then, but just keep in mind basically that we're going to, you've got to basically invest like close to $1,000 essentially into this. What's so special? Besides being awesome collectible thingies, they represent the first opportunity for fans to directly the money raise goes directly to the people behind. So I don't know how many people give a fuck about that, if I'm honest. I think what people like, the reality is that the majority of this stuff, when it comes to like entertainment, when it comes to content, it comes down to what is the content, right? Is this something people want to watch? Now, they're going to have to market the hell out of this. Even though it's got the biggest names out there, they're going to have to, I'm hoping that we're going to see clips on YouTube, TikTok, etc. But I still find it weird that it's essentially an exclusive club that can watch content, but that could work out. It's interesting. It's really interesting. They're basically making an exclusive club that can watch a certain series, and I would love to hear your take. I'm not saying it's a bad idea because I'm really trying to keep an open mind. It is new, and I'm someone who talks about NFTs all day, or at least a lot, right? So I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I want to see, what I'm interested in is how the market reacts to this, personally. That's what I'm interested in. I support this as far as my sentiment is concerned. If it does well, then that's great, and I will be the first one to give it a clap and a pat on the back. Not that they need it, but just saying. And if it doesn't do well, I'm not going to be that surprised either. I mean, I would be a bit surprised because it's got some big names behind it. But yeah, it's definitely an interesting one. It's definitely an interesting one. What I do like about this though, and this can help VeVe, ECOMI, etc., as it can help any crypto-based, service / platform / product, is it will bring more and more people into the scene. Hopefully, people will have a good experience with this. Otherwise, it will probably backfire a little bit. But anything that's introducing people to new crypto stuff is great. That being said, 20-minute long video. I'm going to finish this up here. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you're new. Also follow me on Twitter at ZakiZoo. I'll quickly put it up on the thingy so you can see it. And yeah, thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.